You know it's that time. It's weather for Weather Geeks time here on Thursday, the 12th day of October, 2017. Hope you've had a good Thursday. It certainly was kind of a gloomy day today, especially this morning when we had a drizzle storm and some fog, and it was just kind of a yucky start to the day. The afternoon was a little brighter. We had some intervals of sun. I'll show you the satellite loop in just a second. First things first, let's do a little review of the first 12 days of the month. Next time we do Weather Geeks, we'll be more than halfway through October. Hard to believe. Every single day so far this month has been warmer than average, including today. 67 was the official number at the Youngstown Warren Airport today. And so through the first 12 days of the month, it's the fifth warmest first 12 days of October on record, just a little below 2007. 2007, exactly 10 years ago, we had a warm October as well. The winter turned out to be kind of ho-hum in 07-08. We might have that kind of a winter again this year. More winter forecast clues coming your way next week. Our winter forecast, I think I'm going to do it probably on November the 1st, which is either a Wednesday or a Thursday. So we can pencil that in at least preliminarily. If the weather's really busy on November 1st, if we've got thunderstorms or snow or something like that, we might do it a different day. But as of now, maybe we'll do the winter forecast November 1st. Not much change. In fact, zero change on the drought monitor, which was updated today. It's updated every Thursday. Still in a moderate drought in parts of the region, including parts of Mahoning and Trumbull counties. We also got an update with the fall foliage reports today. We are now officially in the moderate color category in all of Ohio and western PA, with high color and almost peak color. As you get into the higher terrain, east of Pittsburgh, over towards Johnstown, PA, Altoona, and then heading down into Cumberland, Maryland, and Elkins, West Virginia, some of the higher terrain down there, very close to peak color, up at 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 feet. Also heading up towards the northern tier of PA and up into the southern tier of New York. And peak color found in parts of New England, including upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and into Maine as well. I'm expecting us to reach our peak here as usual, and it's pretty much average, in about 10 days, although the colors this year, to me, seem to be duller than usual. We can blame the heat and the dry weather that we had for days on end in September and early October for that. All right, visible satellite picture today. We had some intervals where the sun tried to peek out today, leading to maybe you had to break out the sunglasses briefly. But overall, of course, clouds won the battle today, and I think they're going to win the battle for a lot of tomorrow as well. Let's take a look at a broad view here. Not much going on across the country this evening. It's pretty quiet. Big storm in the Pacific Northwest once again, with rain and mountain snow in parts of Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. In fact, let's throw on the winter weather alerts and see what's doing out here. Yeah, lots of winter weather advisories and even a winter storm warning up in northeastern parts of Oregon this evening. So winter getting underway a little bit early out there. And certainly it is a lot colder in the Pacific Northwest this evening. And then when we head up into Canada, here's where the real cold air is. Nothing crazy, but this is where it's bottled up in British Columbia and Alberta, Saskatchewan. 20s and 30s common up there. All right, back here at home, I think tomorrow is going to be a lot like today. Not quite as drizzly and foggy in the morning, but generally a pretty cloudy day, and there might even be a sprinkle here and there tomorrow. That's about it. Should be a dry day for the most part, and then still on track for a beautiful day on Saturday. One of the best days certainly of the next 5, with temperatures warming into the upper 70s. Great day to check out the foliage, maybe head to Mill Creek Park or any of our other great foliage spots across the valley on Saturday. It's going to be a fantastic Saturday afternoon. And then here comes the front. Now, the modeling has been back and forth on the speed of this front, but definitely the trend has been faster over the last 24 hours. And so now we've had to allow for showers to push in as early as maybe late morning, 10, 11 o'clock. And it's going to be a breezy day. Notice the isobars are packed together pretty well here. This weather map is classic fall. You got a strong cold front, and then you got a strong area of high pressure across the middle of the country. This is a very typical fall situation. We haven't said that too many times. So this front's going to roll through with showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and then I think you're going to notice temperatures falling Sunday afternoon. Our high might be at 11 a.m. on Sunday. We might still sneak into the mid-70s. I've had to take 80 off the board, but we might still sneak into the mid-70s before it starts raining. But once it starts raining in your locale and the front moves through, temperatures are going to fall, and you're going to notice the change Sunday evening. A chill in the air and it's going to get down into the 40s Sunday night, setting the stage for a cool Monday. High school football tomorrow evening, another pleasant Friday. We've had some great weather for football this fall. Very few real chilly evenings, very little rain on Fridays this fall. Tomorrow, no exception. Middle 60s, lower 60s by the end of our games, and a lot of clouds, but maybe nothing more than an isolated sprinkle. Weekend forecast looks like this. Again, Saturday's the pick day. 78 degrees. I took down Sunday's high from 80 to 74. Didn't like to have to do that, but the front's faster, so we're not going to have a chance to get to 80. Showers likely in just about the entire valley starting around midday. All right, beyond the 7-day forecast, I've been talking about this a little bit on social media and on this video. In the medium range, I call it a blowtorch pattern across the eastern U.S. Is it going to be 90? No. It's mid-October after all, but another stretch of very warm weather compared to the average seems very likely late next week into next weekend, and perhaps leaking into the following week as well. That's the 8 to 14 day outlook, but the pattern's going to change at some point. It's got to turn cool for more than just a day at some point, and I think that is going to be the case later in October. Here's a look at the latest hot off the presses this evening. European modeling for days 14 to 21. So this would be from the let's see here. This would be, today's the 12th, so this would be the 26th through the second day of November. So the last stretch of October, first couple of days of November. Now, is this a super cold-looking weather map? No, but it is distinctly different. Cooler air is going to get dislodged out of the Pacific Northwest and finally make its way into the middle of the country, into parts of the Great Lakes, and it looks like we're going to finally see some average, some normal late October weather. You keep in mind that by Halloween, our average highs are in the mid-50s. We've been so far above the average for so long, it's really been hard. It's been easy to lose track of where we should be at this time of the year. And by the end of the month, our averages are in the mid-50s. So even if this pattern reverts us back to average, that may still mean, several days with highs in the 50s. Sounds pretty chilly, right? Well, that's actually normal for late October. And this coincides with the American modeling, which looks pretty similar. Kind of a pattern flip. Look how warm the temperature anomalies look at the end of the month out in the west, and cooler weather making its way into the middle of the country, into the Ohio Valley. Not super cold. Not the kind of pattern, I don't think this is the kind of pattern that's going to lead to an early season snow or anything like that. But it's going to put an end to the ridiculous warmth that we'll probably have in the 8 to 14 day outlook, including next weekend. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday night. Remember, it's football season, so no weather for Weather Geeks on Fridays during football season. But I will be back here on Monday. Have a great rest of your Thursday, a great Friday, and a great weekend.